So let's do it. We're going to do a 60-minute 26 and 2 yoga class. Before we hop into 26 and 2, we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up the body, and then we'll do the sequence of yoga that we love so much. With the sun salutations and with the yoga in general, if something that you're doing does not feel good for you, remember that you can skip it, you can modify, you can do something entirely. So at times class will be challenging, but you're always honoring like what your body's telling you today. If you want to take a break, please take a break. So you're going to start towards the top of your mat for 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar Sun Salutation A. I'm going to show you towards the back and in for a 3. Bring your feet close together. Take a moment, bring the weight into your toes. Rock the weight back into your heels. And then just firmly arrive in the middle of your space as a symbolic gesture that you're arriving in the here and now for a lovely hour-long yoga practice. Good for you for coming to class. We'll begin. Bring your hands together at heart center. And as you inhale through your nose, bring your arms up, look up overhead as if you were saluting, greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, suck your stomach in, put your hands on the floor and drop your head, going down. Inhale to halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or even the floor in front of you. Weight in your toes, chin away from your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank. You can also be in tabletop position. From your plank or tabletop, go forward 2 inches, hug your elbows in and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. If you're doing up dog, the only parts of your body touching the floor should be your hands and your feet. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. And if down dog doesn't feel good, don't do it, skip it. Rather than doing down dog, do child's pose. So every plank can be a tabletop, every down dog can be a child's pose. And if that weird like lowering down motion of like doing kind of a downward push-up and then coming up into an up dog, if that doesn't work for you, you can go straight into from your plank directly into your down dog or child's pose. Take an inhale, take an exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, hands on the floor, step forward, put your feet between your hands, lift that halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms to your ears, looking up overhead, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, second set. Inhale, lift your arms up, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, back flat, weight in your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Now remember, you can go from here directly into your down dog or child's pose, or you can take a vinyasa going forward 2 inches, chin away from your chest, lower down, halfway. Inhale, come up into your back bend, either baby cobra, elbows bent, thighs on the floor, or up dog, thighs off the floor, arms straight, looking up. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or child's pose. So for child's pose, stretch your arms forward, sink your hips down. And for down dog, lift your hips up. Try to get your heels closer to the floor. Contract your thighs, drop your head, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Push down there. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, come on up, arms to your ears, looking up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, last one. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, chin away from your chest, stomach in. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, step back. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog or child's pose. Spread your shoulders wide, drop your head down, lift your hips. Ujjayi breathing, slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. Generating a little bit of body heat. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Wonderful. So hopefully that got your blood flowing a little bit. From here, we will hop into our beloved 26th and 2 yoga, starting with pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, down, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touching away from your chest. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, make an HA. Sound like you're fogging up the mirror on the ceiling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butts. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, abdomen in, eyes open, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, last breath. First set, spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller, suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, curl at your shoulders, your head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine. And begin, inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, against the back of the throat, lift your elbows up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly tilt your head back, look back, stretch your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Chin down, elbows up, stomach in, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Just the neck and arms are moving. Keep the shoulders down, chest up, spine straight from the side. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue with half moon with hands to feet pose, Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up out of your waist, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time we pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Good, and when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, lock your legs, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight lines, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Bring the weight back into your heels, lock your legs and push your hips a little forward. Suck your stomach in, upper body back, biceps with your ears. Push your left hip forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Good, change. Inhale to come up and reset. Root down through your heels. Stretch up out of your waistband and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right, coming down without bending the elbows or the knees. So if the elbows and knees bend, you've gone a little too far, come up a little bit, lift your chin, lift your chest, squeeze your palms together, press your biceps into your ears and relax your shoulders. Keep the chest lifted, but the shoulders soft. Maximum weight in your heels, squeeze your tush and push your hips a little forward, suck your stomach in. Right hip tilts forward, keep your two hips facing the front of your mat. Same thing with the shoulders, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back so your chest is nice and open. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. First back bend of the day, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you and then bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck. Looks good. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. And bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Nice. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. Fold forward, put your hands on the floor, drop your head, and then go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Hands to feet pose, Padasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually grab your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Wrap your elbows back, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, let your head hang heavy, maybe even face to the shins below the knees, no room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward into your toes and lift your hips up to stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up. Try to keep your arms with your ears, knees can bend generously as you come up. Good, arms down. And you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, don't lose the grip, stretch up out of your waist and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. Lock your right arm as much as your left arm, contract your right thigh as much as your left thigh and breathe in and out through the nose. Holding still. And if you think you can go a little deeper, maybe getting a little deeper at the end, come down, push, push, push. Good, change. Inhale to come up, reset, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. Keep your palms together up to the wrists, biceps with ears, weight in your heels, breath steady, in and out through the nose. Push your right hip forward, get your two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Good, change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, and then bring your arms back with your ears. So lock out your arms with your ears, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, push arms back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Nice. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head down, go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tight. There's no right or wrong. Second set, Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. Grab your heels from behind. Wrap your elbows back. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face on the shins. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and start to lift your hips up. But if your upper body's coming off of your lower body, bend the knees a little bit more. Keep upper body glued to lower body. Lift your shoulders up. Bend your elbows back, stomach in, roll forward, hips up, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend, nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward, Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, Hip width distance, 6 inches, not too big of a step, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight. A little bit more weight back into your heels, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward. Now come up all the way on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part, heels down, squeeze your knees together. Keep the insides of your feet parallel, just the knees coming together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Stop whenever you want, or go all the way down until you're a ½ inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders. Good, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, suck your stomach in. 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, sit down. So the trick to sitting down in the first part is to stick your butt out and fold forward. The more you bring stomach to thighs and the more you bring hips to the back wall, the easier it is to bend your knees and sit. Now, once you've got your thighs parallel to the floor, start to lift the abdomen off the thighs. Lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, inhale to come up. Keep your arms there, push your hips forward. For the next 2 parts, you want the spine to be straight. Come up all the way on your tippy toes. And if you're flexible and you're sticking your butt out a little bit, try to tuck your tailbone under. Lift your chest, bend your knees, sit down. So we're starting to play around with balance. Still on 2 feet, but lifting the heels. So heels a little higher, knees a little higher, lean back into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part. Heels down, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Good, stop when you're a ½ inch off your heels. So you want a gap between your heels and your butt. Suck your stomach in, lift your chest, drop your shoulders and change. Slowly come up, take your time. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. Inhale your arms over your head. We'll do the right side first. Exhale, bring your right arm under your left. Right under left, you can grab shoulders. You can interlace fingers or you can have hands in prayer, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back and bring your right leg as high as possible over your left leg. Right over left. Cross twist and try to wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. So eventually all 5 toes visible. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Left side, bring your left arm under your right arm. Left under right, palms together. Try to steer your thumbs towards your chin. Pull elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Try to keep your hips low in transition. Wrap your left foot behind your right calf, and if it doesn't wrap today, that's really normal. Just point your toes towards your calf. On this side, bring your knees to the left and upper body to the right, trying to line up all the joints in the center line of your body. Sit down more. Arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, right into second set. Bring your right arm under your left arm, palms together, pinkies away from your face. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Stay down there and bring your right leg over your left leg. Think hamstring over quadricep. As you wrap your foot, notice if your knees twist way to the left side of the room. Bring your knees to the right, back to center. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight in the heel, sit a little lower, lean your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Last one, finish strong. Left arm under right arm, use momentum. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Keep your hips down low and bring your left leg over your right leg. Point your left toes the whole time. Relax your right toes the whole time. Push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Now bring right knee to right and left knee to left, right elbow to right and left elbow to left. Feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. Grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, Hickory, cheers. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janu Shrasana, the 60-minute version of class goes zoom, zoom. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up, point your right toes, flex your right toes, try to keep your right toes flexed back to your face. Suck your stomach in, round down, and if you're able, pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers are locked, nice tight grip. Please don't lose the grip. If your standing leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing. Slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower. Standing leg locked. If both legs lock, from the side legs make an L, like Linda. Start to bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. Bring your chest down more. One day elbows go below your calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Good, change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot, contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Lift your left leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. Stomach in, round down, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Standing leg should be solid concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you know your right leg is locked, slowly lift your left leg up. And it's a real kick. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If the standing leg is bending, the posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, heel forward, toes back, stomach in. Good, change. Take your time as you reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or an even, second set. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight grip. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. If your standing leg is locked, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Heel forward, toes back, stomach in. Hold where you are for 3, 2, 1. Slowly reverse out, just the way you went in. Shift your weight to your right leg, contract your right quadricep muscles, lift your left leg up, toes back, abdomen in, round your spine, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Standing leg locked, breathing through the nose. Here we go, lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretch and feeling on both hamstrings, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, keep pressing your heel forward. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest and bring your forehead and knee together. So if your forehead's touching your shin, press your heel forward even more, toes back even more, lock both legs. Good, change, slowly reverse out, very nice. So that was a forward curl. Next we do a back bend. Feet together, bring your right hand up, bring it out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yay, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, knees together. Bring your left arm up and all the way back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Kicking and stretching should be equal. Simultaneous 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. So kick really hard. Slowly come down. Bring the abdomen and chest parallel to the floor. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up. Very nice. Other side. Bring your left hand up out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left ankle, at the ankle, knees together, hips in line, right arm up and all the way back with your ear. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Kick your leg back and up. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Slowly come down. As you come down, keep your chin and chest lifted and your right arm parallel to the floor. So body all the way down, leg all the way up, kick, kick, kick. Good. Change, kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thighs together, hips in line, left arm up and back. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Notice if your head is tilted to one side, drop your right ear down, keep your head on straight, right hip down, keep your hips in line, body down more, chest up more, point your right toes, kick, kick, kick. Very nice, change, slowly kick yourself out, good stuff. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your ankle bone, knees together, right arm up with your ear, lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up one more time, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Relax your jaw, contract your right thigh, contract your right tricep, push right shoulder forward, relax left shoulder back. Drop your left hip down, left ear down, left big toe up, body down, leg up, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Come to the back of your mat and towel, Uttanasana balancing stick. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Puff up your chest and lean back a little bit. Step your right foot forward, a big step. You're gonna hinge on your hips. Lock both legs, point your left toes, and slowly tilt like a seesaw. So arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side. Body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back, arms back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and tilt. Going down with control. So it's a short posture, but you still want to go in and out with control. Bring your chest down more, heel up more, point your right toes. Can you lock your right leg a little bit more? Squeeze your palms, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes and tilt. So keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. This is a straight spine, flat back posture. So no broken umbrellas, just T's like Toms. Squeeze your palms, point your left toes, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, lift your chest. Step your left foot forward, push your biceps into your ears, point your right toes and tilt. So if your arms are coming away from your ears, stop there. Lock out your arms with your ears, chest down more, leg up more, lift your heel up, heel up, heel up, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Wonderful. For the next 3 postures, you're welcome to face the long side of your mat. I'm going to continue to face you. We'll flow the next 3 together. It's the separate leg series, starting with stretching pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Looking forward, grab your heels from behind, roll forward, lift your hips, lock your legs, touch your forehead to the floor. If you can't grab your heels, you're welcome to grab the outsides of your feet or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, pull, stretch, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up. Keep your feet wide apart for triangle. Most people want to take a bigger step here. Widen your step. Widen your welcome. Turn your right foot out. Left toes in. Bend your right leg. Sit down. Lean back and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder and breathe. Hover your right fingers just above your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor, just elbow in front of the knee. Drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Good, change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Lean back, keep your hips down low and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling. Make sure all 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, wrist straight. So reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, equal and opposite. Drop your right thigh down. Push your left knee back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, just cross your thumbs, head to knee pose. Take a little bit of a smaller step. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're facing, or if you're on the long side of your mat, you will face the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So you want 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot should make a 45-degree angle. Bend your front leg if you need to touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choke, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers just beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight into your right front leg, right hip up, left hip forward to keep your 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Good, shift your weight into your heels, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, and then you can push your right hip forward. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Round your spine, suck your stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. So you can bend your front leg as much as you need, touch knee and head together. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your left front leg, left hip up, right hip forward, forward, forward. So 2 hips are square. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. Second set, starting with stretching, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in. If you have active sciatica, toes point forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Grab your heels and bend your elbows back. Elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Roll forward. If your forehead's already touching the floor, take a smaller step. If your forehead's nowhere near the floor, maybe experiment with a slightly bigger step. Everybody roll forward, hips up, lock your legs. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine, whole body stretching. 360-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, hips forward. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, triangle pose. Bend your right leg, lunge, kind of like a warrior two, lean back and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. You want a diagonal line from your ankle all the way up to the crown of your head. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow for a little bit of an ability to turn more. So right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. And you can take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you sit down more. Keep your right leg locked and move your arms. Right arm up, left arm down. Bring your left ear closer to the front of your mat as you bring your shoulder and chin closer together. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn. Twist upper body back, stomach in. Lock your right leg, contract your right thigh. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Good. Change. Move the arms, straighten the leg. Left toes in, arms up. Palms together, thumbs crossed. Little bit of a smaller step. Pivot on your heels. Turn your back toes in. And then push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Go down. Round your spine. Press your left hip forward the whole time. When our back is tight, which is like all of us, the hips will try to move so that the spine doesn't have to. Notice if your left hip is opening, press your left hip forward, and then it's your spine rounding rather than your hips moving. Stretch your fingers forward. Maybe bring your hands back together, stomach in, round your spine, touch your forehead to your knee. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, biceps with ears, head up last. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, uncross your heels, turn the back toes in, push your right hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times until you feel your inner thighs touch. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Chin tucked to chest. Again, notice if the hip is opening. Press the right hip forward, right? So it's the spine rounding rather than the hips compensating. Start to walk your hands back together. Draw your belly button up towards the ceiling. Engage your lower abdomen. Breathe through your nose. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels. Right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for the hip opening series, flowing tree to toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. At first, maybe the foot's on the shin, the knee, the thigh, eventually heel to costume. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knees. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up. You're welcome to stay here in tree pose. You can also flow to toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes and fold forward. If you're staying in tree pose, try to press your hips forward and lift your chest up to open your hips. If you're going into toe stand, hands on the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together. Elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. You're welcome to come up on 2 feet. Nice. Change. Right leg down, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up. This side might feel way different. It does for me. You want to feel it in your hip, not your knee. So heel to costume, foot flat to ceiling, let your left knee drop, but never force your knee. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. Option to stay here, flow to toe stand, stomach in, fold forward. Placing one or both hands on the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Point your left toes, bring your left knee down to get your 2 knees in line. So notice if your knee is like way high, try to get the knees in line. Left hand up, right hand up, spine straight, maybe come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. You can always come up on 2 feet. Very nice. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, bring your heels together, let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Take a slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose. Let's continue. Pavanamuktasana, wind removing pose. Lift your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, pull your knee out and down and hold. Avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard. Good, change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down and hold. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. So the 60-minute version of this class is kind of like a wine tasting. You just sample the postures, right? You don't go like super long into any of them. Keep your head on the floor, squeeze your knees together, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Good. Change, arms down, eyes open, take a breath. Second set, lift your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down and hold still, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down harder, opening your chest and hips. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Do notice if you're rolling way to the left. Make a muscle with your right arm, try to anchor right shoulder, right hip, and right calf muscle onto the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big squeeze, your knees together and down, keep your heels in line side by side, head on the floor, hugging thighs into the abdomen is good for digestion. And eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today, please skip the sit-up and roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana. Hands on the floor just below your shoulders, elbows point up. Bring your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Beautiful, use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor. Chest and ribs stay lifted. Elbows stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor. Hands are flat, not cupping, all 5 fingers pointing forward. Feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. Good, stretch your upper body off the floor. So this is the first posture in this spine strengthening series. We're starting to wake up the muscles in the back, and it's also a nice stretch through the chest and throat. Push your hands down, keep your feet together, push your feet down. Lift your chest up, feel a nice bending in your spine as your back muscles engage. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right here on the towel. When you have a tight neck, it can be a little intense to look left and right. You're welcome to bend one or both hands up to take pressure off of your neck and shoulder. Locust, Shalabhasana, bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms down so palms face the floor, and bring your arms underneath you, right, left. One day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head, lock your right leg. Good, change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Stretch your big toe to the back wall, press both shoulders down, point your left toes, lift your heel up. Good, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, struggle a little harder, you can do it. Mouth down, knees together, lock your legs, feet together, shoulders down, roll forward, lift your thighs up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right, draw a slow inhale through your nose, and slow exhale through your nose. Trying to regulate the breath even when the heart rate picks up. Second set, bring your chin forward, rotate your palms to face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, eyes open, 5, point your toes, 4, shoulders down, 3, lock it out, 2, 1, change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. If you're super flexible, notice if you're pushing down through your elbows and wrists. Try to push down through your shoulders and palms instead, so the upper spine rounds a little. Change. Left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. You can do it. It's a mind over the matter posture. That is usually the mind. Lock your legs, point your toes, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, slowly lower down, change, arms out, look to the left, and take a breath. Full locust, Purna Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. 747 taking off, so nice. Just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Now lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, eyes open, mouth closed, jaw relaxed, taking normal breaths in between the postures. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. So my experience now doing like non-heated 26 and 2 yoga is at the beginning of class, we're like a little crunchier, right? At least I am like a little bit less flexible, but towards the end of class, I still have more energy. So it's easier to do these postures, just a little bit. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left and breathe. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling and kick. So I think part of the savasana when you're doing it in a hot room is like your body really needs that break. When we're doing it in a not so hot room, right, the heart rate increases, but I think it's like a little bit easier to take slightly smaller breaks. Maybe that's just me. I'm always curious what your opinion has been doing COVID during, or I should say doing yoga during COVID. Not doing COVID during yoga. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. I haven't even had caffeine today. Look to the right, left ear on the floor. Yoga gives you wings. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. Point your toes, squeeze your buttons, look up, and kick as hard as you can. Roll forward once. You want to freeze between your ribs and hips. This is the last posture in the spine strengthening series. It's a big back bend. It's a great shoulder and chest opener, and it's also good for digestion as you hold still on your abdomen. Knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left, take a slow inhale. Notice where you're carrying tension. Exhale, let it go, soften down. Good, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat and towel, Supta Vajrasana fixed firm. I'll show you the first set from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet, start to walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down between your heels and you're not in pain and your knees are on the floor, then put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Remember that if sit-ups bother your back, or just if your back is like a little agitated today, skip the sit-up, roll off to the side, meet us for the next posture. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set, open your knees, open your feet. You can stay in tabletop the whole time, or as you're ready, walk your hands back, sink your hips down, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head on the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold still. All you have to do is breathe. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat and towel, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, showing you from the side. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and slowly go down. Slower you do, better you do. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, come up. You're always welcome to put your hands on the floor to help you in or out of the posture. Otherwise, arms with your ears, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If physically able, hop quickly into Savasana so you have at least a breath or two to let your body regulate and normalize. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat and towel. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down. Knees together, hands together, feet together, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, nice, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. Good, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat and towel, Camel Ustrasana. I'm going to stand back a little bit so you can see me. If you have tight knees, you can roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under your knees. You want to stand 6 inches on your knees and feet. I will show you from the side. Start by placing your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, and eventually look back. You can stay here the whole time or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay here the whole time or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, look for your toes behind you. Good, when you're ready, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. So back bends are really good for healing the spine, for opening the front of the body, but they also can stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, bringing us back into like a lizard brain, right? Where we're more likely to fight, flight, or freeze. So if you ever feel like an intense rush of emotion or sensation in your body after a back bend, it's not a bad thing. It's just your nervous system is waking up a little bit. It can be intense in the process. But afterwards, oh my gosh, I really believe back bending is like one of the best things we can do for our spine, especially in a world where we're constantly hunching forward. So always try second set. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set, you can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, maybe bring elbows closer together. Push your hips forward and start to look up. So we're stretching this big bundle of nerves, the solar plex nerve system, especially if you tend to hunch forward over, I don't know, your phone, your laptop, your food. Those nerves don't get stretched out. So when you're doing this back bend, especially if you're grabbing your heels or even just looking up towards the ceiling, you're starting to open that nerve center. It's not a bad thing, but if it hasn't been opened in a while, it can be kind of intense. Push your hips forward, Lift your chest up, drop your head back. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. One of the really smart things about this yoga, and a lot of yoga sequences, is that we'll go from a posture like a back bend that purposely stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system to a forward curl that purposely calms the parasympathetic nervous system. So after that back bend that can be quite energetic and at times intense, we're going to round our spine in a way that tells our body that it's okay to breathe. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for rabbit. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Make L's with your hands, flip the L's down, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So by rounding the spine, we're protecting the whole front of the body, which again, like biologically tells our body that we're safe, we're protected. Of course, it's 2020 and like our challenges now are not the same challenges that we had 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, right? When our bodies were kind of developing these systems, these reactions to stress, but it still has the same effect on the body. These forward curls are meant to be cooling and calming. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Good, turn around, Savasana. So in trauma-informed yoga, the goal is to go from like not being able to regulate yourself at all in class to self-regulation to eventually automatic regulation, where you're not even having to tell yourself to calm down. It's just like a natural meditative response. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up, lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, so your head comes up last, turn around, Savasana. So my experience with hot yoga is that I've seen like a lot of people use it to work through trauma because, right, if you can stay calm in a hot room, you can probably stay calm everywhere. That's that self-regulation. But eventually, just remember the goal is to get to auto-regulation, where you're not even thinking about it. You're just able to go from the back bend to the forward curl, no sweat off your back. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. We're going to do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Right leg out, left leg in. Arms over your head, stretch up. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. And I'm sharing all of this with you just so that you know, like sometimes we are stressed out in yoga, whether it's because of yoga or because of something else. Sometimes we're in that self-regulation state where we're like, okay, just breathe, just breathe. And on those days where it's like, the teacher says change and you're like, wait, how are we in final Savasana? That's okay too, right? That's that auto-regulation. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, bend your knee as much as you want, touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. If it's easy to touch your knee and head together with a bent leg, straighten your leg, lock your leg, elbows down, right shoulder down, rolling to the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down on your back and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, and walk your hips back, right, left, right, left. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and bend elbows down. Everybody folding forward with a straight spine, flat back. And I'm sharing all this stuff with you because none of you guys are new, so I feel like Maybe I'll share some different knowledge with you sometimes when everybody's seasoned yogi practitioners, rather than just telling you to lock your knees, change, come up, bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh, point your left toes, right foot on the floor. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee corner, left arm behind you, right arm all the way up and over. Grab your right knee with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open, eyes open, look back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So yoga is a wonderful tool to stretch the body, but it's also a wonderful tool when you're feeling like deregulated. You can practice a yoga class and really start to like calm the nerves, calm the anxiety, and just come into a more at peace state. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel, final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall. Arms straight, shoulders down. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, Savasana. If you gotta go, I totally understand. Otherwise, just lying down. So yoga heals the body, but in my experience, it also heals the mind. And often we might come in for a physical ailment, but we keep coming back because, gosh, like there's no better feeling than this, right? Just like a little bit more at ease. On days where you can't practice like a full yoga series, remember that there's 8 limbs of yoga. Google them. There's some really cool stuff like right action or devotion or like breathing, right? Pranayama is a limb of yoga. So on days where you can't do like the physical asanas, the hatha yoga, maybe just do a calming breathing exercise. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. Even an act of service towards yourself or someone else, that's part of a yoga practice. Breathe in, breathe out, and let everything go. Just soften, relax, breathe, be still.